Welcome in, everybody, to Post-Show Headlines. I'm Andrew Salciunas with John Kincade, Slacker Kincade, who decided to not come into work Friday and will not be doing Post-Show Headlines tomorrow because he's got like this graduation thing.
I'm not graduating.
Oh, you're not?
No, but my spawn is.
That's awesome.
She graduates from Klein College tomorrow. #1 in her class.
That's beautiful.
So she must be adopted.
Hey, let me shake your hand.
She must be adopted. Why are you shaking my hand? Like I had anything to do with it.
You know,
she is.
You did stuff like 21 years ago.
Olivia, yeah, we did. But Olivia is her own animal.
No,
and awesome, when I say animal, stay out of her way because I don't know.
Yeah, she'd eat you alive.
She's a machine. She's a machine.
Because Johnny is going to be out of Post-Show Headlines, you're doing the show for the most part.
I'm doing the show
tomorrow,
for the most part tomorrow until we cut out. And then I'll be at graduation, and then Friday I'm off.
But Post-Show Headlines with John. This is the last one this week. I'll probably do Post-Show Headlines with, like, I guess Haley tomorrow.
DeCheco on Friday. Maybe do Haley tomorrow.
I'll make it work. Post-Show Headlines will continue. I promise.
Yeah, because we like it when people like it
subscribe, and they like seeing it every single day.
And we enjoy
algorithms and all that nonsense.
And everything. That's always
so. Good. Because John's out the next 2 days, usually on Fridays we do the listener sent in questions. We're doing it today.
Yes, doing it today, and we got a really grab bag of questions today. Okay. I tried to pick ones that really, and here's the really cool thing now. People are getting used to this.
Hell yeah!
Because this morning before the show, so before people woke up, I literally picked 5 questions, sent them, the people who sent the questions, I sent them DMs back and said, your question will be used today on Post-Show Headlines.
Cool.
I have 4 responses back, either the thumbs up or thank you.
Well, what's wrong with the 5th one?
Nothing yet. So, and Danny is the one I do not have from yet.
Come on, Danny.
So Danny,
need more from you,
I'm
Danny.
I'm going to use your question first.
All right, Danny.
Are you superstitious? Which is not. This interests me too. It's like Danny watches Post-Show Headlines.
Yeah.
A big listener, by the way, big listener.
Thank you, Danny.
To the afternoon show, best show ever back in the day, and has been a listener. But he's gotten attached to our show, and he says, but he asked us like this question, like, where's this question coming from? And I sent it back to him. I said, I'm really interested in this question because, like, I answered, why did you ask us this?
Yeah.
Are you superstitious? And if so, about what?
I know that you're not.
I am not.
I am.
What are you superstitious about? And it's interesting because, like, what? Like,
it's little stupid stuff. I still play Sunday League baseball, right?
Yes.
Every time I get up to bat, I get a hit. Just kidding. But whenever I get a hit, if I'm wearing a certain helmet, because everybody just brings helmets, right? It's not like the team bag anymore. Right? We're Sunday League, so it's every man for himself. If I get a hit with this kid's blue helmet, I'm wearing that blue helmet the next time I go up the bat.
Like, so someone else's sweaty helmet you're putting on.
Oh, we all share. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I've told you the Eagles sweatshirt story. The year the Eagles won the Super Bowl 52.
When you could have told Christy it's off.
Yeah. I wore the Eagles bleed green hoodie, and it was during the winning streak, and I didn't wash it, and I wore it every Sunday, and then my wife washed it before the Rams game, which is the game where Carson Wentz blew out his knee.
And you weren't married then, right?
No, it almost ended. So, like, there are things that I'm superstitious about. When I'm driving on the road, if I see an unfortunate, like, cross because something bad happened, I like to do the sign of the cross.
Okay.
Like,
I am not superstitious. I don't care about black cats. I don't care about
that stuff.
Ladders,
rally squirrels.
I don't care about
like
13th.
No, that stuff I don't.
My godson was born on a Friday the 13th. I consider Andrew one of the very lucky thing. I don't like. I just don't. I'm not a superstitious.
Yeah, that
person.
That stuff doesn't bother me. Like oh my God, there's a black cat. Like that stuff doesn't bother me. It's just like maybe I don't like flying.
Yeah, you don't.
You know.
You don't.
Every flight that I can remember, I drank a Diet Coke on.
Okay.
I continuously drink a Diet Coke.
You did, you did.
Yep.
You did on the flights.
You know why? Because I haven't gone down yet. So, it's kind of, for me, it's more so, if I did something and it worked, I will try to be repetitive.
It's funny, is Andrew and flying, we did 4 flights together.
Yeah.
Because we had two legs on each flight. And Andrew found out John shuts up on planes.
Yes.
Which is like shocking.
I like flying with
shocking news. And you are a little nervous, but you have a cocktail before flights.
Multiple.
And then a cocktail in the flight.
And then a Diet Coke.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good, and we appreciate that, Danny. So now you know. I am not. I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
Not at all. Patrice on X.
Bergeron.
Patrice, and by the way, Patrice is a lady.
Hello.
She is a school teacher, and she listens to us and even watches on her computer in YouTube as she gets her classroom ready in the morning.
That's awesome.
Before kids,
Bleep them kids, you know?
How about that?
Watch Kincade and Salciunas.
Okay, before she gets her classroom prepared in the morning. Why would someone have wanted you as a 20-something roommate? And why would someone have not wanted you as a 20-something roommate? I can already say, I know why someone would not have wanted me as a 20-something roommate, because I have my routines and rituals. So maybe my rituals or routines would throw somebody else off.
Okay.
Like as far as maybe how I'm very organized. Like the way I organize stuff maybe would bother somebody who's more right. I'm not a neat freak, but I also can't have crap laying all over the place. Maybe I'd be straightening up after somebody and that would bother them.
Yeah, so
that they would feel like I was judging them or something.
You would have been straightening up after me.
Oh, I would have been.
As a 20-something.
Would that have bothered you?
No.
Okay, see, that wouldn't have bothered you, right?
I had my roommate Kyle, who did clean up after me, and it was great. But no, I was not the most cleanliest of people in my early 20s, college. Like my apartments were disgusting.
Okay.
But I am the more cleanly person in between my marriage.
So then they would have liked that as a roommate.
So I, now in my 30s, and then later parts of my 20s, I'm the person that does, I'm going to pick that thing up. Let me clean that up. I'm that person in my current stage of my life. But in my early 20s, I was bad. Like if I would shave and I'd leave the hair in the sink. Like,
that's bad.
Yeah, I was bad.
I wouldn't like that. Wouldn't like that.
But then in terms of why you would want me to be your roommate, I was always the person, hey, I'm going to the store. Do you need me to pick something up? Like I was always that person.
See, I'm
going out to eat. Do you want me to grab you a burger? I'm going out to eat.
That was going to be my exact answer. Yeah. I'm thoughtful.
Yes.
So if I went to Betty's and was home at my mom's and had dinner, my mom would always say, well, I'm sending home some leftovers and I got some in there for Andrew.
Yeah.
Like if we were roommates.
Right.
Got some for Andrew. So I was always thinking of my roommate.
Yeah.
So that's where, that would have been the best thing. But it was funny is because I only had 2 roommates ever. So I got to live on my own.
I'll give you one more reason why I was a great roommate.
Why?
Especially in my buddy Jimmy.
Okay.
We were roommates for 2 years.
I've met Jimmy.
You have not met Jimmy.
Oh, that's the other Jimmy.
No, you're thinking of Jack.
I'm Jack.
Not
thinking of Jack.
Jimmy. I'm
bad with names, Bill.
The prize closet that we used to have before this building got renovated. There was the people did not pick up prizes. And some things expire.
Okay.
Like Labatt Blue beer.
Oh, geez.
Me and my buddy had a party. I was like, wait a minute. We don't have to go buy beer. I went to the prize closet. They were still good for like another month, but nobody had picked them up. So I talked to the people down the hall.
Take them.
And they said, go ahead. I brought home 4 30-packs of Labatt Blues for a party.
Oh, my gosh.
So I was the best roommate
that day. You're the best roommate ever. All right. Barnstormer X.
Hello, Barnstormer X.
I don't know if it's a male or
Barnstormer
female.
on X or Barnstormer X?
Barnstormer X.
Sure.
Why don't you guys reference old movies and TV shows like most Philly sports talk radio shows?
Today's talk show.
I thought this would be an easy explanation for us.
That is our goal.
Do people really, and this is the conversation that spins often, I don't enjoy when people start quoting old movies or quoting old TV shows, because to me, or quoting TV shows, because I always feel left out. If I don't catch the reference, then I feel left out. And then if it spins off into another minute or minute and a half conversation, I feel like the audience is left out.
So I'm going to do something here. And again, respectfully to all ages. But ages also mean my age or people younger than me, right?
Sure.
Let's see here. The greatest movie of all time, according to many people.
Godfather 2.
Well, I went with
my mind, Godfather 2.
I went with Godfather 1.
Okay. I don't think it's...
Godfather 1 came out
74?
53 years ago in 1972.
Wow.
So I've seen The Godfather, but
Yeah.
not to the level of obsession that other people have seen it where they can quote the entire movie. If I say a quote, and I'll use Ray Dunn as an example, because Ray is younger than me. He's 6 years younger than me. I don't think Ray's ever seen it. And even though somebody hearing this might go, how have you never seen The Godfather? I could say, how have you never seen Happy Gilmore? Right? Like, people watch movies from different generations. Like, I saw Hoosiers because my dad loved it, made me watch it.
If you have a 21-year-old now, they probably haven't seen Hoosiers.
And that's the thing. Like,
but have they seen Superbad?
Right.
They've seen
and
Superbad.
So if I start quoting Superbad,
they know it.
Brainstormer X, would you
Barnstormer,
would you get the references to Superbad? So here's the deal. Quoting something from 50 years ago, when we do the ratings breakdown, it's ages 25 to 54. That means that 25 to 30 year range, a lot of people may not have seen Godfather. I'm 31. I've seen it, but I still can't quote it as much. You can act like a man. Like, I know that, but I don't know, like, the 45 minutes into the movie what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't get it. And honestly, I personally don't find that entertaining. Like, I just don't find that entertaining.
Every once in a while, we'll slip it in and we'll throw something out there, but, you know.
Marty on X is in Stone Harbor, New Jersey.
Nice. Good for you, Marty.
And Marty says, favorite Jersey Shore touristy thing.
Okay. So go ahead.
I got a couple. When we go down the shore, it's getting the bakery item or something in the morning.
Tastes better down
as
there.
You're like,
something about that sea air.
I don't tend to ever have a bakery item except at the Jersey Shore.
Right.
For breakfast.
I totally
for breakfast.
Yeah.
Like having a sticky bun or a donut or a donut for breakfast.
Right.
There's a place in Avalon that when we're down at we'll go to Icona, and then we go down to like 31st Street down into town, and we'll go down there and there's a coffee place, have coffee, get a fresh baked good for breakfast. It's the Shore to me.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about that.
So if you're asking me touristy, because again, my parents live in Brigantine, so like I just go down just to go down these days, but I used to vacation Ocean City, New Jersey.
Right.
So if I made a day trip with my wife and now with my son Cooper, this is what I would do. I would have the day planned out.
Okay.
I would make sure I'm hungry when I get there.
Sure.
And I'd probably get a slice of mango pizza, touristy but delicious.
So you wouldn't go to Captain Bill's for breakfast?
Nah.
No?
Uncle Bill's?
Uncle Bill's.
I'd go mango pizza, and then I'd probably do a double dip of childish things, mini golf, at one of the many great mini golf courses on Ocean City.
The place that has the gorilla in the helicopter?
Yeah, Congo Falls.
That's a great place.
Congo Falls. I've been to all these places.
That's a great place.
And then I'd probably couple that with a Jilly's Arcade.
Okay, that's
good. And play
good.
some old pinball game, skee ball, that kind of stuff.
That's fun.
And then make sure that I still had some room in my belly for the curly fries with cheese. And Curly's, like Curly's
You like
fries.
the Curly's.
And even though there's desserts and stuff on the boardwalk, I was never really a big dessert boardwalk guy. I liked the pizza, the French fries, all that.
How about the custard?
Yeah, it's good. But like, I would rather go with the cheese fry than the custard.
I love the my wife and I will go down sometime before season starts. So sometime here and do a date where we just drive down and we will walk the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Just to see it before the season hits.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And just
go to some of the stores.
Oh, it's always fun. Okay, last up, Gary on Instagram.
Hello, Gary.
How did you name your pets in your lifetime? Because he hears Nikki Foles. Nikki Foles, obviously it was my turn. Nikki, obviously the girls agreed with Nikki, thought it was a cool name for our Shih Tzu. And I said Nikki Foles Kincade. And Nikki Foles is our dog. But I didn't get a dog till high school. Schneider, which you wouldn't get the reference, but someone in our age group.
Rob Schneider. I know Brian Schneider.
Schneider was played by Pat Harrington on the sitcom One Day at a Time. I was in love with Valerie Bertinelli, and he was the superintendent on One Day at a Time.
Okay.
And Schneider was the name, so we named our dog Schneider, and my other dog was Keenan.
Yeah.
I worked for Mike Keenan, and then I named a dog after him. And I told him, I said, I named my dog after you. And he said, well, I'm going to get a horse and name its ass after you.
Good. That's a good line,
Because
actually.
he did not think it was an honor that I named a dog after him.
It'd be
I
weird
think it
if
was
somebody
an honor.
named their dog like Andrew.
Don't you think it was like we had people?
Come here, Dylan.
We had people every year in the South. Now Southerners are big with the dogs being in the yard and everything.
Yeah.
Naming dogs Buck and Kincade. Every year, Buck and Kincade. People had Buck and Kincade dogs. We probably had
Come here, Gunner.
7 or 8 Buck and Kincade. Buck and Kincade.
Come here, CT18.
We would run into kids every year. We would do our show down at Georgia, Florida weekend on the boardwalk, and people would come out and go, "Hey, Buck, I want you to meet my son, Buck."
Oh my God.
And introduce them to their son, Buck, that they named after Buck.
Oh.
And they'd be bringing like an 18-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid. Here's our son, Buck. We named him after you. And Buck always was the most gracious guy in the world.
Yeah.
But a dog, I would think, good. So how'd you name your dogs?
Well, I named my cat.
How'd you name your pets?
First cat, because I never owned a pet myself. We had a family dog who I didn't name because I was like 3.
What'd you name him? What was the dog?
Her name was Alexa.
Her. Okay.
Yeah.
Alexa.
So when it was my cat that
That's a troublesome name for an animal now. Because every time you call it, the thing would go off.
Yeah, that's right.
In our house, because Christina now has all the lights on.
Oh, yeah.
She put the stupid light bulbs with I hate it, by the way. I hate it. My wife doesn't watch post-show headlines, so she's not hearing me complain about her. I hate that the lights go on and off.
She might be listening. She listens a lot recently.
No, it's terrible. Hopefully not the afternoon show.
My cat, I was a child at heart when I got the cat, so I named him Mr. Whiskers. That it was because I was just childish.
Mr. Whiskers.
And then Lilia, our dog, for whatever reason, Christy wanted a Lithuanian name.
That's a beautiful name.
And Lilia is a beautiful name. We call
her
her
Lily.
Lily for short.
Okay.
And, or
Lily
Lil
is
or
a
whatever.
beautiful name.
Yeah, Lilia. Lilija.
Thing is, you wasted that name for a potential girl. Because that would have been a beautiful name for a daughter.
Well, go ahead. Somebody can name your daughter off of my dog.
Could be a beautiful name. That's a gorgeous name.
You just said people named Buck after Buck. You can name your daughter Lilia after my dog.
And you know what's hilarious is? He hated everything about Philly because of me.
Absolutely.
Because Buck always had to hear about Philly, so he just grew to hate Philly because of it. And his name was Benjamin Franklin Ballou.
Oh, how about that?
so he was named after one of the most famous Philadelphians ever.
Not John Kincade, though.
No, he was not.
All right, everybody have a great rest of your day.
Don't go Hall of Famer to be, though.
Maybe.
I'm getting in there.
Maybe. We'll be back at it tomorrow starting at 6. See you guys.
Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.